The mystery door. It's open.
April, child, you must learn to believe in yourself and your abilities. Use what you know, what you do best, to focus your magic. The Vanguard are holding Adrian, the Guardian, captive. But they still don't know where the entrance to the Guardian's realm is located.
And welcome back to The Longest Journey. Last episode was a short one, but it was the entire chapter 9. And today we are back in the world of Arcadia for chapter 10. It's called Rebirth. Now we are in the city of Marcuria, but as we suspected, it's been attacked by the Venar, who are a different race, and they are...
It's deserted, and from the looks of the place, I'd say they left in a hurry, too.
Okay. And they are allied with the Vanguard, which are our enemies. Inn is abandoned. We want to find out if there's anything left of the city. April's diary. Sunday, August 6th, around midday, and my life was hanging by a thin thread this morning. If the Lady Alvain hadn't invited me to her house by way of what looked like a shift, I would have been captured and maybe killed by now. She also told me that Emma will be okay, and even though I can't be sure she's telling me the truth, I trust that she is. There was something about her, something so disconcertingly familiar, that I can't help but trust her implicitly. Not to mention the fact that she helped me out when I most needed it. It's really strange how much she seemed to know about me, and it's so frustrating that she wouldn't tell me more. At least she brought me here, to Marcuria, to see how people are holding up in the face of war, and I guess to complete the disc. I wonder who's stayed on. Tobias maybe? Or Abnaxis? I don't think he'd leave without saying goodbye. And Brian? Can't forget Brian. I have to go visit them all one last time. And then the next page. Marcuria is completely deserted. It's strange how ghost-like the city feels, how frightening a familiar sight can be when there's nobody around, when all you can hear is the wind and the sea. Where did they all go in such a hurry? The city has not been invaded. Everything looks the same as it did before. The Tyrant army must be close, though, if nobody dared stay any longer. I'll have to hurry up and get things done before they get here. I don't know a lot about these Tyrant creatures, but from what I've been told, they're not particularly friendly. So maybe they haven't been here yet. But it's only a matter of time. Wisely, they evacuated the city, from what it seems like.
Enter, honored guest, and I would have been with you presently.
Abnaxis, who talks weird because he perceives time in an interesting, different way.
I'm glad to see you're okay, Abnaxis.
Should I not have been okay, April Ryan?
I wasn't sure. Everybody else has left town.
Yes, most everyone did. A war is coming.
Shouldn't you be leaving too, then?
I am, after I see you again.
You shouldn't be putting yourself in danger for my sake, Abnaxis.
Then, for the sake of the balance, you will find 3 stones, yes?
I did, yeah. Just missing one now.
Here, this was the stone of the Venar entrusted to me. I was to take this to Marcuria, and there hold embassy until the Kanangla will come to take it from me.
How did you get that?
You had this the whole time? Why didn't you tell me before?
To have been carrying this on your journey will be too risky, April Ryan. You have it now. 4 stones to make one. Now my task is done, and the veil is upon me. There is only the present and the past now. Only those two, not the future. The veil is upon us all, April Ryan. I must leave for my people, to be with them in this time of darkness.
Thank you for your help, Abnaxis. I will miss you.
Good luck,
And
Abnaxis.
you, April Ryan. May the balance bless you. May the balance bless and protect us all.
And off he goes. Well, I guess to grab his stuff. Thank you, Abnaxis. You're an odd fellow, but you've helped us out a great deal. Sunday early afternoon. I got the final stone, the last piece of the disc of the balance. Abnaxis had it. I'm so glad it was him, although I wish he had told me earlier. At least I didn't have to go find another magical species living in a lake of lava or in some kind of poisonous swamp or something like that. So what now? Well, these 4 stones are supposed to be combined into one stone, one disc, which will serve as a key into the Guardian's realm. The question is, how do I make this disc? And where? Tobias told me the disc used to be kept at the Enclave, so that's a good place to start, I guess. Another place to quickly check out is the temple. Look at that. Ghostly and abandoned. While we're here, anything to be found at the markets?
It's the traditional game of...
Well, I don't care about the game of cups. Okay, nothing to steal here. I figured maybe we could find something useful while the place is abandoned.
The doors are locked and bolted. I guess the Sentinel have decided to skip town with the rest of the population.
Okay, so no entrance to the temple or the inn. And then it's just, there's Brian Westhouse and there's the Enclave. Hey Brian, aren't you fleeing for the war? Or are you safe out here?
I figured you'd still be here, Brian.
April Bloody Ryan. Well, what do you know? It's good to see you, girl. Now get the hell out of Marcuria before the shit hits the fan.
You're not leaving, are you, Mr. Westhouse?
I guess I'm not. I always was an idiot.
You're not an idiot, Mr. Westhouse. Brian, you're just fighting for something you believe in, something you care about.
I don't care a whittle about this bloody town.
I think you do. I think you care a lot, but you hate to admit it.
Yeah, well... I built this house with my own 2 hands, you know. First thing I ever did that I was proud of. Real proud of. I ain't about to leave it to those damn tyrant trolls waltzing in here under the pretense of defending their borders. It's the Vanguard holding their leash, be sure of that.
Oh, I know that.
What are you gonna do when they get here?
I got an old gun locked up in the pantry. Enough bullets to take down at least 24 of those goblins. I'm going down fighting, that's for sure.
You'll be fine, I'm sure of that. Just leave the bottle be until the victory party, okay?
Don't worry about that, girl. That's my last batch of real whiskey. All I got left now is bloody Marcurian wine. And believe me, you don't want to get drunk on that.
I believe you. Just take care of yourself, Brian. Take real good care.
And you, Miss Ryan. I'll be keeping my fingers crossed for you. And if you ever come back this way...
I promise to visit you, of course. Goodbye, Brian.
Well, let's hope that he survives that. I'm sure that killing a couple dozen Vanar is not gonna get him in their good graces. Into the Enclave we go and find Minstrom Yerin, who resides here, and ask him, where is that disc that I'm supposed to be finding? Oh, also inventory. So now we have the Elation Stone, which is the Elation part and the Merim part combined. I actually just realized. The Banda Stone, the Dark People's Stone, and the Vanar Stone.
It's the piece of the stone disc. Abnaxis gave it to me, and his people have apparently had it for a long, long time. So you're still here?
Eh? Oh, it's just you. If you have come to use the library, I'm afraid I must disappoint you. We're all very busy today. Very busy indeed.
Don't worry, I didn't come by to do any reading today.
Good. With the Tyrant army approaching, we don't have much time.
I've been mixing up the Tyren and the Vanar this whole time. That's awful. I don't know what the Tyren look like, but I was just thinking about the Vanar. That's stupid. The Vanar are like Abnaxis. When they have the weird perception of time. I don't know if we'll get to see Tyren soon, but they're a different species. Ugh.
Is Vestrum Tobias around?
Oh, goodness. You do not know? I'm sorry to have to tell you this, but Tobias, he's dead. Murdered.
What?
No, by whom?
We don't know, but we suspect Vanguard agents, of course. In the chaos of the evacuation, the soldiers had their hands full making sure no one was trampled, and that looters were promptly apprehended. When we visited the temple after everyone had left, there were so many books and valuable artifacts we wanted to bring here for safekeeping. We found Tobias by the mules he loved so dearly. He'd been stabbed in the heart, and from the looks of it, he didn't resist much at all. He probably even knew his assailant.
That
Why,
makes it
Tobias?
even weirder.
He was the kindest, gentlest man I've ever known. Always helpful, always ready to listen. I'll really miss him.
So will all of us. He was a great man, and a great Vestrum, and we will never see another like him. But unfortunately, there were many who disagreed with his views, and the Vanguard... well, they would be happy to see the end of him for good.
Another reason for doing everything we can to stop them.
Shouldn't you evacuate as well, Yerin?
Shouldn't you be leaving the city?
Leaving? No, I'm staying here with my fellow Minstrom. The Enclave is our life and our home, and we're not letting the Vanguard and the Tyrant army drive us away. But we will defend ourselves.
With what? Books?
We may look harmless, but don't judge a book by its cover. There are many of us who are skilled at magic. I can throw a pretty mean ball of fire myself. We even have swords and bows, and a few of us are well versed with deadly weaponry. So we won't be easily defeated, trust me.
I hope so, for your sake.
And to you, the same.
Seems the only people staying behind to defend themselves at all are you and Brian, so I think you'll all end up being defeated. Ooh, what's this?
It's a rusty wheel.
Rusty wheel.
It's a pool of seawater. You'd think that it'd be a bad idea to have a pool inside a library on account of the moisture, but I guess magic makes everything possible. Excuse me?
Yes?
What is the rusty wheel for?
What's the rusty wheel downstairs for?
A wheel? Oh, yes, the wheel. That's used for draining the water out of the pool.
Good luck.
And to you, the same.
Okay, we probably will need to drain that water.
It's a circular hollow about 20 centimeters across and about 5 centimeters deep. It's a small recess about the size of my fist with a thin duct extending from the recess to the circular hollow in the middle of the floor. There are 3 others just like it, arranged with equal distance to each other in a circle and all connected via a duct to the center of the floor.
This is where I have to place the stones. Oh, look at that. There's the elation stone. There's the Vonar stone. Oh, I didn't realize this was hanging over our head. The Dark People's stone. And the Banda stone. It's interesting that it seems like it was 4 minor races that all had a stone. But maybe that's for the best. That did something.
I think something's gone wrong. It looks like something's blocking the dragon's mouth from opening up completely.
Oh. Well, if we can't reach, then maybe Crow can. Hello, Crow.
Don't tell me. You need help with something you can't get to.
How'd you guess?
Nice to see you, too. Why so cynical?
Because it seems like the only times you call me is when you need me to do something. It's never to say, "Hello, Crow, what have you been up to?" Or, "Hey, just wanted to let you know how much I love you."
Sorry. There's just so much on my mind I forget to treat my friends right.
Friend? I'm your friend. Whatever you need me to do, babe, I'm there.
You're just as easy as I am, huh, Crow?
Something's preventing that stone dragon's mouth from opening completely. Could you check it out?
That's it? Easy. Yeah, I see what's wrong here. When was the last time they cleaned this thing? There's there's pigeon crap all over it. Some of it's so old it's almost petrified.
Great! Peck it off.
Peck it? No, that's disgusting. Nobody told me I was gonna be pecking pigeon crap when I joined up for this adventure.
Crow? Pack it off!
It's a dirty job and someone's gotta do it, Crow.
I'm on fire!
Oh. The stones are melted down? It made a new disc and then it just dropped down into the pool below. That's great. Okay, the next diary entry. Sunday, August 6th, mid-afternoon. I figured out where the 4 pieces of the disc used to be kept, at the Enclave, and with a little help from Crow I managed to melt the stones with fire into one complete stone disc. Now all I have to do is retrieve the disc from the pool inside the library, find the second Arcadian Dragon's Eye jewel, and go home. The fact that I have no idea how to go about accomplishing those 2 last tasks doesn't really bother me. I've been in worse binds before, and all of them during this past week, so I'm betting I'll be able to figure this one out too. That's great optimism, April. Alright, Darren. Can you help me get to that disc?
Excuse me?
Yes,
Yes?
Good luck.
Oh.
and to you, the same.
It's the disc of the balance key to the Guardian's realm, forged in dragon's fire from the 4 stones I collected on my journey across Arcadia. And a pretty sweet paperweight as well.
Can we try to get to it? The pool's not that deep, is it?
Not without taking a dive into the water, I won't.
Okay, but what's wrong with taking a dive in the water? Turn the wheel then.
Stuck.
Okay, so then we have to ask Yaren for help. Yaren, do you have WD-40 or anything?
Excuse me?
Yes,
Yes.
Do you know why the drainage wheel is stuck?
goodness it is. Why, yes, of course it is. We keep the sluices locked so that the pool is not drained by accident.
Could you unlock it for me?
Certainly. But why?
Because I need to drain the pool.
Goodness me, you do? Very well, I will unlock the sluices.
I like his voice. Goodness me, you do. Okay. Now I should be able to drain the pool. Oh, that's a lot deeper than I thought. And then we can grab the disc.
It's the complete and assembled stone disc, forged by the fire of a dragon and chilled in the cool waters of the Sentinel Enclave. It's a rusty wheel.
It is a rusty wheel. We can't undrain the pool. And Yaram isn't here anymore, so we will just leave. And then I'm afraid that there's only... Oh, yeah.
Oh my god, it's an army heading this way, and they've got the road blocked.
Well, that's the
Where's a ship
Tyren.
when you need one? I'm in real trouble here. Come on, shift, shift. I did it last time I was scared out of my mind, and I don't feel any safer now. It's not working. I'm just gonna have to hide out in the... Oh! Saved by the bell. Again. I'm like the Incredible Hulk, except my powers only work when I'm scared silly. That's the second time I've opened a shift by instinct alone when I've been in mortal danger. The frustrating thing is, I still don't know how to do it when I'm not scared. Wait, didn't the old lady say I should use what I do best to focus my talents? Is running away really what I do best? Come to think of it, why did the shift dump me here? I wasn't even thinking about the studio.
And that'll be it for chapter 10. That was the shortest chapter yet, it might be. But I'll see you again very soon on chapter 11.